What is up, you bunch of bloody savages? Adam here with Savage Gaming or Savage Strategy, and today we're going to be playing some Rimworld. Now, don't fret. Before you freak the hell out at that title, I'm going to be explaining the mods, so you don't freak the hell out. I know it's a little bit weird, and I don't know if a lot of people are aware of this mod, because I definitely don't see a lot of people on when I play with the mod anyway. But yes, the multiplayer mod is going to be the main thing in this series. We're not going to have other people in the call while I play, but maybe every now and again I'll have like Ryan or something like that in, and have him send me resources and such like that. Alright, so just going to run through the mods real quick. We got embrasures, obviously enough. Embrasures are the best. You can shoot through them. They're walls. Basic bridges, so I can walk across everything. Highway restoration, so I can put down barriers and jazz like that. Just more furniture. I can fix it, so when buildings get blown up or destroyed or torched, it automatically places a blueprint to repair them or pop them back in. Fuses, so if I get the zzz event, I don't light on fire. More vanilla turrets, which is... it's unbalanced as shit in the very start because it puts a manual turret you have to automatically make people go onto. It doesn't do a shit ton of damage. However, it fires like crazy. And you get it right off the bat regardless. We got Hugs Live, which is basically just it's a core mod that you need for a couple of the mods I have. Efficiency Light, so takes standing lamps and drops them down because standing lamps costs way too much power. We got packified animals, so makes some of the larger animals usable as pack animals for caravans. So yeah, we got the thing. But let's go on to the next. Expanded prosthetics and organ engineering. Now, I haven't really delved into prosthetics too much in this game, unfortunately. But I'm probably going to once we start playing around. Wildlife tab. So the wildlife, it'll show me every single thing that is currently on the map. So it'll show me every single thing there. Stack increase, which is kind of broken. It'll do some of this stuff, but it won't do all of it. Like it won't do food and stuff because I have mods and stuff for that. Hand me that brick. Calling signs to hauling will deliver resources to blueprints and construction frames. Haulers won't actively construct if they are not assigned to construction. It's great. It's great. Interesting. Conduit deconstruction, so I can rip up the conduits if I ever really need to. We get kitchen counters, so we can prep putting kitchens down and stuff like that. Halo weapons, so I get fancy shotguns, grenades, all that type of stuff. They're pretty cool weapons, but they are a pain in the ass to get sometimes. Blueprints, because who doesn't like blueprints? Blueprints are good for multiple jazz. Simple mod, tilled soil. Simple mod that adds tilled soil, the constructible version of rich soil. So that's always good to have. RT's weapon pack, which adds a shit ton of more weapons. Base robots, which I'm still trying to figure out how to use. To be perfectly honest with you, I can't really figure it out. So I have the hauling robot and the cleaning bot, but I cannot figure out how to get them in there. I think I'm stupid. I think I need more. So Phi. So Phi is the multiplayer mod. It's been around since I don't know, maybe 13, 14, maybe 12, I don't know. Basically, it lets you interact with other players who have the mod installed, send resources, send colonists. It's pretty interesting. It's pretty useful, actually, especially when you're running low on like food and stuff like that. You can trade for resources, jazz like that. We got Rim Fridge, which basically small little fridges. We got a Quarry, which basically removes the need for me to strip mine everything, so they can just mine straight from the earth. It's very nice. Refugee stats, so it'll actually tell me the traits, passions, and incapabilities of survivors coming in, or refugees coming in. So if I see a pyromaniac that's incapable of doing dumb labor, and basically just a useless person coming in, I don't have to worry about, leaving him out there to die. It's great. We get the fire foam mortar. So fire foam mortar will actually just bang, shoot it, puts out fires, or at least attempts to, especially when we're dealing with widespread wildfires. We get the Tribal Essentials mod pack, which isn't necessarily relevant in this runaround, but it's there, and I don't feel like turning it off. The Sal Autocrafters. So the Sal Autocrafters actually make it so I can have a conveyor belt and stuff will automatically get cooked and stuff like that. It's interesting. I'm still trying to figure it out, so we're going to be figuring that out while I do this. We have Vegetable Garden, which adds a whole mess of new foods and jazz like that. We have the Extended Storage mod, which adds multi-stack. It's very useful. Additional joy objects, windows, pre-filtered zones, so I don't have to make one drop zone and then set it up to do a bunch of random jazz. Oh my goodness. We have Mine It All, which lets me to do veins or specific strips and stuff like that. Hardworking animals, which make them more likely to haul if they're fully decked out. We have the replace walls, so it lets me, basically, I don't have to mine something out completely to replace it with a wall if I'm building like in a cave or something like that. I can just slap it on the ground and call it a day. SD Bridges, which is, I guess, another bridge mod, but I think it also adds a couple of different things as well in terms of buildings. We got Extended Turrets, which adds even more turrets. We got Expanded Cloth, which actually allows me to deconstruct worn out clothing. We got Runtime GC, which is basically just a tool to remove corpses. Organize Research tab, which makes my life a lot easier. We have Tiberium Rim. Tiberium Rim is going to be also a big, I guess, a big point in this whole thing. Now, I'm not going to be... I gotta actually figure out how I'm going to go about doing all this, because I have the factions and everything. So we're going to try and go full Brotherhood of Nod in this run-through. We have Therapy, which allows people to get over things a lot easier, like deaths of friends, deaths of pets, that type of stuff. Prison Labor, so I'll have a gigantic prison camp. We're going to turn this into Prison Architect. It's going to be great. Ceiling floors, or ceiling floors, yes. Ceiling and floor lamps, there we go. Now we got Cupro's Stones, Cupro's Alloys, and Expanded Power. Now Cupro's Alloys adds a whole shit ton of new alloys, like brass, copper, tin, lead, aluminum, a whole bunch of other stuff. And it's nice, it's expansive. And we got Expanded Power, which lets me do a whole bunch of weird shit with power. Everything has a completely different recipe, so it's going to be a completely different game once we get in there. But I just wanted to give a rundown. We're going to be doing a new colony, obviously enough. Now I have a shit ton of these. I wasn't even aware. These are brand new, and I think Tiberium Conflict, or Tiberian... The Tiberian thing just got brand new. So we're going to either do the Lost Brothers or the GDI expansion. We're probably going to be doing Lost Brothers, which is 3 of you awaken on escape pods. A GDI spaceship has destroyed your transporter, and now you're lost in the midst of an unknown Rimworld. Your faction will be new arrivals, 3 people. Start with Research Nod Structures, and Brotherhood Assembly. I start with 350 silver, 50 uranium, 45 package meals, 30 medicine, 50 components, 2 Nod rifles, 1 Nod laser rifle, 2 militia masks, 2 militia robes, blackhand helmet, blackhand suit, 4 deep ground freezers, 1 random pet, 175 carbon plates, 350 wood, 25 components, and let's see here, map of scattered wood, steel trunk, 10 steel trunks, 750 steel, 17 package survival meals, a 1 blossom tree, and 1 Tiberian growth suppressor. Now, if we can get that Tiberium growth suppressor to really just bog down the growth of the Tiberium out of the blossom tree, that'd be great. And it's gonna be lit, fam. It's gonna be absolutely lit. Anywho, I hope you all enjoyed. That is a motorcycle peeling down my street, and I will see you guys once we start up the series. See you guys in there. Bye for now.